Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi The Next Generation. I am Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we're talking about Season 7, Episode 16, Sweet Child O' Mine. But before we get into anything, I feel like we need to make an announcement at the top of the episode because we didn't last time. But we are officially on a podcast network called Filling the Void.
Yay!
Yay! So basically what that means is that we're also just hosted over on Spreaker with them. And we're just kind of part of a little family, and we get a little bit more boost, and it's super cool. We're like working with a lot of cool people now.
And maybe we'll do some crossovers with some of them, so you guys will kind of get to know who some of those guys are. And there's some really cool shows on the network. There's a Boy Meets World show that I know of that's really awesome.
Yeah, and it also looks like they do a lot of like live podcasting throughout the week.
Yeah, and there's some wrestling ones. I just go check out Filling the Void Podcast Network.
Yeah, on Spreaker, I believe.
Yeah. And I think it's also like Apple Music, and they were starting to put some people on iHeartRadio. So it's just kind of sending us out into more avenues that we don't currently have access to or wouldn't know how to get access to, because we are making this up as we go along.
So there won't be like, it'll have little effect on what we actually are doing. As far as the content we're producing goes, but
it's pretty much going to be exactly the same thing.
Yeah. The only thing that could change, we might be getting a logo change to be TBD.
Yeah, we're pretty sure we're getting a logo change. Do not be alarmed.
Yeah, it'll still be amazing.
Yes. So, because right now
possibly not in trouble with the law. I don't know.
Possibly not copyright infringement. Definitely not a thing I made in 40 seconds one time when we were recording our first episode.
We probably could have actually made one that wasn't infringing, but we were lazy because that's how we do things.
Who has the time?
Also, as long as we're doing housekeeping, we forgot to do a eulogy for Ashley 2 episodes ago for Bust a Move.
So let's just do that now, I guess.
Which I guess is fitting because it's Ashley.
It's absolutely on par for the whole Ashley
brand. And we
brand.
didn't do it last episode because we had Mike on, and I didn't want to subject him to that.
And he would have had nothing to add.
Exactly. Although he would have known who Ashley was.
That's true.
Because he was there for one of Craig's spirals.
Also, he's like, has caught some of the episodes like just in the wild, not necessarily for the podcast, so he knows like the OG people.
He's the most familiar with it out of the people on his own podcast. Blockbuster Night, another plug to Mike.
Shouts out to Mike and Blockbuster Night. We'll be on their show at some point
eventually.
Soon.
Something.
Again, hopefully not anything as bad as Wild Wild West.
I mean, who knows? We'll see. But all right. Ashley Kerwin, you have left us after a tumultuous time on the show, on and off for about 7 seasons. You are generally not the best.
You're not a fan fave.
No.
Because you're annoying. There's no other way to get around it.
Really selfish.
Super selfish.
And
you break up with guys on their birthdays, always, like just across the board.
Not a lot of redeeming qualities.
Pretentious as hell with like no way to back that up.
The only time I think I've actually liked you was the Battle of the Bands episode.
Yes.
Which I do still feel like you were robbed in that competition.
Oh,
if you were ever to be entitled about anything, it's that song you wrote was way better than Craig's.
For sure. But also, I mean, yeah, the song was good, but credit where credit is due. If it wasn't for, I don't remember which girl telling her, like, maybe don't write a thing about not an experience that you didn't have.
Yeah.
It was probably Terry.
I don't think Terry was there.
Terry was gone. It was probably Paige, though.
Paige, Hazel, or Ellie. Maybe it was Ellie.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
Seems like Ellie. Who knows? Either way, even your best accomplishment is not entirely your own.
But, yeah, bye.
See you never.
Don't really care that you're gone.
Thanks for being a solid reference.
Thanks for at least being like somebody to cause drama, I guess.
I guess.
Exciting, but it was still annoying to watch.
But I mean, thank you for personally being a really good pop culture touchstone reference of a person who changes for every boy they date.
Oh, yeah. Or just for every friend group that they have.
Also true.
All right. Bye, Ashley.
See you later.
So
or
today...
never.
Well, probably never. Unless you somehow come up with
No, hope not.
I mean, we'll probably see her in some minis down the line.
Definitely see her in some minis.
Anyway, we're watching season 7, episode 16, Sweet Child of Mine today, or we already watched it. We're talking about it. So without further ado, Kelsey, why don't you read us the Degrassi Wiki summary to kick things off?
Sure. Mia's ecstatic when she finally lands a spot on the Spirit Squad, but trying to be a normal teenager is proving to be difficult. I mean, I guess so. I guess that tracks.
I like how you're picking up your microphone when it's on a stand.
Well, it's on
when the point is when it's on a stand is to not move the microphone.
I know, but I don't have good vision and I can't see that far.
You could have asked me to turn the screen.
I can't see it at that angle.
But
I need it to see. I'm sorry.
All right. But yeah, that's accurate, I guess. No mention of the B plot, which is a shame because it featured our favorite couple, Manny and Jay.
They're the best of all.
It's accurate, I guess. The episode title is Sweet Child of Mine, which is a 1988 song by Guns N' Roses, obviously. It's probably most notable for its intro guitar riff and for the hot pipes of David Lee Roth. Is that his name?
Axl Rose?
Axl Rose. Who's David Lee Roth?
I don't know.
He's in a different one.
He sounds very familiar. I'm sure people are going to be mad that I don't know.
People are going to be mad that I got Axl Rose wrong.
It's hilarious to me that you got Axl Rose wrote wrong, although I don't know who David Lee Roth is.
But I know that it's Axl Rose. Guns N' Roses, all of those hair bands, I get them. They're all the same to me. I'm
David
sorry.
Lee Roth from Poison? I don't know.
No, that's Bret Michaels.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
Rock of Love, Never Forget.
Oh, or Bus of Love.
So good.
Oh boy, but yeah, but that's the song.
I had a weird,
but I guess it makes sense to the episode because Mia has a child.
Yeah. That's how you know it's going to be a Mia episode if the song references children in any way.
David Lee Roth was in Van Halen. See, not that far off, right?
Oh, they're very similar.
Yeah.
I get it. They have similar hair. Middle school me had a weird crush on Axl Rose.
That doesn't surprise me.
Middle school me also had a weird crush on Steven Tyler. I had a crush on all the lead singers to hair bands from the 80s, which doesn't make sense because in middle school it was the early 2000s.
It weirdly
I don't know.
Doesn't surprise me though because they're all kind of dirtbaggy and kind of white trash.
Yeah, that's literally exactly my type. You just described every person I date.
Wear a lot of bandanas.
Yeah, bandanas. Maybe don't shower. Long hair.
Generally, pretty emaciated looking.
Very thin. Looks like they've never showed up on time to anything ever.
No.
Would be late to your wedding. That is my type.
There's so many things wrong with your type. As we've learned throughout the course of this podcast.
I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff wrong with me in general. It's fine. This is the tip of the iceberg.
Anyway, I guess we can get into it. So the episode starts off with Mia trying out for the Spirit Squad in a very wooden cheer.
Oh God, Manny is agog at how talented Mia is, and she can kind of move and she's hot, but she cannot yell, can't it's just the most monotone
She's just not committing to it.
No, she's smiling, but her words have no joy.
Her eyes are dead.
Just the deadest eyes. Carly, at us.
And for some reason, Johnny DeMarco and Bear Juggalo are in the gym while this is happening.
Of course they are. They're gross boys on a high school show. They're gonna watch cheerleading tryouts.
I guess so.
Also, Bear Juggalo is invested.
Yes, as we soon learn. But then Manny's like, welcome to the squad. Of course. Hello. And then Holly J is resisting because she has weird hangups about Mia being a teen mom. And Manny's like, hello. Having her try it was like a formality. Like, Darcy leaving was probably the best thing because now, like, Mia can be on the team.
Basically, which, like, harsh on Darcy. I don't know if Holly J, like Darcy had hangups. I don't know if Holly J has hangups. I think Holly J is just, like, here to be mean, and Mia is attractive and therefore a threat.
Yeah, but she like targets her for being a teen mom because she's a monster.
Well, that makes her an easy target, and if you're a person like Holly J, you love an easy target.
Yeah, I mean she has hangups about the teen mom thing no matter what. It's like she's going to bring it up.
Agree to disagree.
I don't know.
Whatever. I think that if Mia had literally anything else wrong with her, she would also pick on that. I don't know if it's just the teen mom thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. She's still targeting her for that reason.
Plus, Mamma Mia is a fun nickname.
But then after
we find out there's a Spirit Squad dance because the school can never not have a goddamn dance.
Yeah, I guess it's to raise money for the Spirit Squad. But then after tryouts, Chinstrap Lucas comes up to Mia, and this is when we finally learn that this is her baby daddy. And I'm just like, how did this happen?
I mean,
she is way hotter than he is.
I mean, when you're in like a small town or any town, when you're in a high school, the like idea of what is hot and what is
it's all relative,
like,
I guess.
It's very relative. Like I've seen like the Facebooks of people in high school that I was like, they're so hot, and it's like, no, they're just like
not
they
a lot
have
of options.
There's not a lot of options, and they're popular, so it like helps.
I guess so, but
you know,
yeah, whatever. But anyway, he comes up to her and is he like, I want to be more part of your life or something?
Can we get right into Fashion Police?
Yeah,
because Lucas has a chin strap, as you've mentioned. He's wearing a leather vest. He looks like he's in a Nickelback cover band. He has a Limp Bizkit poster on his wall. I'm sure of it. He is wearing a like silver like chrome necklace at one point that's like a vague symbol. I'm like, is that an ankh? I don't know what it is.
It looks like a really specific like logo of a brand, like of a t-shirt that I remember boys wearing in high school that is escaping me at the moment. It's like kind of cross-like, but not actually a cross.
Yeah, that's an ankh.
Yeah, it's whatever that is.
It's
I really just want to call him Jacoby because he looks like he listens to Papa Roach / is probably in Papa Roach.
He might be in Papa Roach.
Fun fact.
He's at least in a goddamn
Papa Roach cover band.
It's
his last resort.
I'm leaning towards like a Nickelback, Papa Roach, Limp Bizkit, Drowning Pool, like hybrid cover band.
I feel like Nickelback is a little too mainstream / clean for his. I feel like he's more Limp Bizkit, Papa Roach. I feel like that's slightly more hardcore, quote unquote, and that Nickelback is a little too like squeaky clean for his image.
I feel like they do their ballads for certain shows. They definitely cover at least Let the Bodies Hit the Floor by Drowning Pool at least like once per show, though. You know that they do at their gigs.
My dad used to play that song before lacrosse games for his team to like pump them up, like when they were in middle school, when he was coaching like
Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I love your dad so much.
Also, Jacoby from Papa Roach used to live in my hometown.
It's my favorite fact about your hometown. Holland pointed out many landmarks in relation to Jacoby from Papa Roach when we visited.
I was probably like, that's where he used to live. Yeah. End of list.
Yeah, there were like at least two. I don't know.
There was also another fun fact of like, I knew somebody who knew him because they were in AA with him. But
oh yeah.
But I think that was probably it.
It's pretty good though.
But yeah, he used to live like a couple blocks away from my step grandma. So that's fun.
See, no one cool ever lived near me. I mean, I'm using cool real loosely. I'm playing fast and loose with the word cool. But Lil' Kim